Hey everybody, today we're with Professor Mark from Wirab Cardfight College, World Class Card Fighters, and we'll be talking about Murakumo infinite combos for premium. So you've probably seen all the posts about Murakumo infinite attacks, Murakumo infinite vanguard attacks like Murator, but today we're going to add more infinites to this infinite. So this time we'll be doing infinite attacks with infinite power. So we'll get Mark started on his combo to make all your friends jelly that you can do infinite combos. Let's go.
Alright, so for the requirement of this combo, we need to have GB1, and it doesn't actually matter what your vanguard is, so for the purpose we'll just pretend that we're on C-Bricks. We need one Excel circle, and we want the following cards in our hand, which is one Tanba, one dual weapon, one hidden scroll, and two of the dual cards from the latest set, Metamorfox. Inside your deck, we want to have a hidden scroll, two Tanbas, and two dual weapons. It doesn't matter how much damage we have, or how much counter blast we have. It doesn't matter how much soul we have. This is all we need. So to start off, we want to call our dual weapon to a normal regard circle. It's quite important to make sure that this card stays at 9k. And then we'll call our Metamorfox. Metamorfox ability says that when it comes into play, we can choose a unit on the field. And for this turn, the name of Metamorfox will become the name of the card you've chosen. So we'll have this Metamorfox to take the name of dual weapon. And then what we're going to do is call hidden scroll behind your vanguard, and call the second Metamorfox to take the name of hidden scroll. And we'll put our Tanba on our Excel circle, and we're ready to go. In your battle, we'll attack with our dual weapon. As long as your opponent is on the vanguard that has more than 9k power, which should be the case most of the time as long as they're on grade 3, your dual weapon is not going to hit. And when it doesn't hit the vanguard, its Shadow Stitch ability says that we can retire this unit and choose a grade 1 or grade 3 on our field and call a copy of that card from our deck. So we're going to use dual weapon to call a copy of the Metamorfox that has hidden scroll's name. So the hidden scroll will come out from our deck. Tanba will send the dual weapon because every time one of our units doesn't hit, we can choose a normal unit from our drop zone and put it back to the bottom of our deck. And the Tanba will gain 3k power. And the hidden scroll that just came out says when it comes to regard circle, we can choose another regard on our field, send this card back to the bottom of our deck, and call two copies of that regard. So we're going to use our hidden scroll to copy the Metamorfox that has dual weapons name. So two dual weapons will come out. And then now we can proceed to the part where we make an infinite amount of power. Every time we attack with our dual weapon and it doesn't hit, we'll retire it, use it to copy the Metamorfox that has dual weapons name. And the first dual weapon will go back because we'll use Tanba skill to send it back. And Tanba will gain 3k every time we do that. And we can keep doing this as long as our dual weapon doesn't hit. So every attack is 3k. So because we can actually do this an infinite amount of times, Tanba will gain 3k as many times as you like. Once we have done this enough, we can now actually attack with this infinitely high Tanba. And most likely your opponent is going to say no guard. Now we can move on to the next step. So we're going to attack with a dual weapon. It doesn't hit, so we'll retire it and use it to copy the Metamorfox that has hidden scroll's name. The hidden scroll comes out. The dual weapon goes back because of Tanba. And we'll use the hidden scroll to copy the Tanba. So this hidden scroll will go back to our deck and we'll get two copies of Tanba out. We'll put these two copies behind our vanguard and onto the Excel circle. the stand trigger, which is now no longer useful, can go to the drop, and the Tanba that has just attacked will also go to the drop. Next, we'll attack with our second dual weapon. Again, it doesn't hit, so we'll retire it. And we're going to use it to copy the Metamorfox that still has Hidden Scroll's name. Hidden Scroll comes out. Two of our Tanbas will proc, so we'll send our dual weapon and the Tanba back to our deck. This Hidden Scroll will also proc, so we'll use it to copy the Metamorfox that has dual weapon's name. So we'll go back and we grab our two copies of dual weapon. And now we're back to the beginning. We can again keep attacking with our dual weapon that will not hit, giving Tanba 3k every time. And your Tanba will go to the power of infinity again. We can attack with it again, forcing your opponent to take it, or guard it with a perfect guard. And then this time we're going to attack with our dual weapon. Doesn't hit, retire it, and we'll simply copy Tanba, replacing the one that has attacked. And the existing Tanba that was just played over, as well as the Tanba behind your Vanguard, has both procced due to the dual weapon that just finished attacking and not hit. So what's going to happen is we can actually send both of these back to the bottom of our deck. And we'll attack with this dual weapon so that it doesn't hit, and copy the Metamorfox that has Hidden Scroll's name to give us a Hidden Scroll, which in turn copies the Metamorfox that has dual weapon. So we'll send it back and bring these two dual weapons out. And one of our Tanba can send the dual weapon that's currently in our waiting room, drop zone, back to the bottom of our deck. And we're back to our initial setup. And we can keep going. So that's basically the combo. It doesn't matter whether your opponent is actually on 5 damage or not. It doesn't matter whether you have any, as I explained before, it doesn't matter whether you need any have any counter blast or soul blast. And even though at the beginning we said we want these 5 cards, there are actually some ways to achieve this combo slightly easier. Because we have so much freedom with our Vanguard, we can have things like Goma, which has the ability to call out a copy of a unit from your drop zone or from your field. So that means we can actually have only one Metamorfox in our hand and the other one inside the deck, and that's fine because we can set up our field to this point and simply use Goma to bring out the second Metamorfox. But of course that means we now need something in our soul for that to happen. And this combo is actually better than the other combo that has been going around, which is talking about infinite attacks with Homura Raider. Because with Homura Raider, let's pull the card out. Homura Raider says that you need to send 3 copies of the same card for it to restand. So the idea was that you actually need to have 2 Excel circles with almost the exact same setup. Hidden Scroll, a Metamorfox, and the idea is that you use your dual weapon to keep bringing additional dual weapons via your Hidden Scroll, so that you can keep it standing with it. But the problem with this combo is it has the extra requirement of using a second Excel circle, and your deck is actually limited, so it's not truly infinite.
Okay, alright. So, just a question to wrap it up. How does this combo deal with Honolly?
It actually cannot. So the moment you see a Honolly, I think it's better to just pack it up.
Okay then, so today we've learned quite a few things. Don't play against people with Honolly, and make sure to buy all the Honollies you see so they can't stop you. If you like these combo videos, we can make more when we find more. So just like and subscribe our video infinite times, and hopefully we can find more infinite combos.